1 versus 5 just a minute ago. Now we've got 2 versus 5. So not really too much out there, but still, let's give it a shot. This will be a maximum of a 1-hour flight. It's such a nice day outside, and it's the beginning of autumn here, and I have a lot of work to do outside, so this will definitely be a 1-hour stream. Hope you guys are enjoying your weekend. Let's get stuck in. SE5a. Did I see something? What the devil? I say, it's a Fokker. Yes, it's a Fokker. Well, that's definitely an enemy. Radiators all set. It's an enemy flying very provocatively. I wonder if there's any more in the area, or it's just the one. It's definitely got the altitude advantage. Is it DR1 or D7? Probably a D7, but who knows? Yeah, it's D. Let's cut off his escape path. Where's he gone? Where's he gone? Uh-oh. There he is. Still getting blasted by the flak. Keep climbing, keep climbing. He's descending now. He's had enough of the flak. Watch out for anything else. Guns cocked. Where is he now? I should have kept an eye on him. I can see a plane. I assume that's him. This is good. I've got the flak keeping track of him to a large extent. Got to get up to that level. I wonder if he knows that I'm not necessarily. He's not really climbing, is he? Sort of maneuver. I think this is going to degenerate into a head-to-head, because I'm not going to let him get back across the front if I can at all help it. He's above me still though, damn it. He's got the advantage as long as he's got the height. Surely he's noticed me. He's going to turn in pretty soon, I think. It's not good, not good. I almost pulled my own wings off in that. engine damage. There's a different couple of planes up there. Hey presto, there's a runway. I'll land and get a fresh plane, then I'll go straight out there. Will I make it? As long as the engine holds up for a few more minutes. Give the engine a bit of a break. The mixture's rich, the radiator's full open, and the throttle's now at 85%. That'll promote the engine to last as long as possible. And what do we got there? What do we got there? It's a Camel. I'll just go and land, and then I'll just go and join that Camel. Alright, now we got 3 versus 4. On that D7 I should have used more ammo from longer distance. G'day guys in the chat, well. Alright, there's some flak. Or is that the balloon? No, that's flak. There's an egg. Someone's been shot down. That's the balloon has been shot down. Alright, so we got that aircraft there. And there's a bunch of other aircraft over there. 3. So there's 4 aircraft over there. I have to choose a mixture of speed and climbing. I don't want to climb too steeply, I'll never get. Don't want to travel there at this altitude, or else I'll just be a sitting duck. Got to climb a bit, but also got to be fast. And what do we got down there? There's probably enemies down there that I'm not seeing, which is always troubling. Let's head towards my side, so at least if there's anyone close by, the flak will pick them up. And hopefully my speed will somewhat keep me safe. So there's a bunch of aircraft around here. Now where are they? See that? Alright, looks like a fight is on. It's probably the Camel and some, probably a D7. No flak visible. If the Camel can hold on, I can jump in. Looks like the Camel's got the upper hand on him, so D7 can't outturn a Camel. Alright, they're circling down to my level, so I'll keep at them. I'm kind of fixated on them now. Is that a problem? Yeah, kind of, but I just got to get in there and save this Camel. Honestly, I don't think the Camel needs saving. I think he's doing great, but things can change. Enemies can move in. Oh shit, it's a collision. Number one problem in flying circus is collision. Oh, Camel. See what I mean? I needed to get in there pronto and intervene. And I think the reason for it is simply two things. The aircraft are slower, so they're inclined to fly for a longer duration in close proximity to one another. And secondly, and most importantly, there's a huge freaking surface area blocking your view. You've got the wing down here and you've got the wing up here. there's twice the wing area. They say with a low wing plane, it's hard to see below you. They say with a high wing plane, it's hard to see above you. With these planes, you just can't see anywhere. There's just a lot of wing area, and that's a feature of biplane. At least with a high wing plane like a Cessna, the wing is directly above you, so you've still got a good forward visibility. With this one, most of your crucial forward visibility is taken up by the top plane, and so because it's in front of you, so that's one thing there that is always going to be challenging. It's inherent to flying World War I plane. There's the temperature. Pretty good. Alright, what next? Get some altitude, I guess. Three versus. Yeah, let's just keep going on. I was thinking of firing my flare to let the camel see that I'm at least there. He wouldn't know if I was on his side. And then I don't know how to put the flare gun away, which there's a curious side effect. It prevents me from doing this. It prevents me from recocking my main gun. So I'm inclined to not pull out the flare for that reason until I've figured out how to. It's a stupid thing, but I don't know what the key assignment is to put the flare back. What is that? You see that? Ha-ha! Avast ye, me hearty. Yeah, right on. I'll settle his hat. The freshwater spot. Hey, where's he gone? Where's he gone? He's just vanished. Oh man. Not again. Hey. Good old Flack. Come on, Flacky. Yes, and then he's come back into view again. We've got a mega altitude advantage. Unless I can surprise him, I'll keep firing from long distance. Where is he? Alright, he's down there. Let's go. Let's go. Hurry up. Can't even see him. I'm just looking at the flak. There he is. There he is. There he is. There he is. If he knows that I'm here. Yeah, I think he does. He's circling around. This will be tough. Most probably. Provided he does know where I am. Look at that bloody colouring on the scope. I can't see shit. Can't see a damn thing. Now he's diving. Lovely. Completely foiled. You see him? functioning. Very likely to rip my own wings off. This is a folly. I'm going to go and get a new plate. Engine damage. That wasn't very successful. Yeah, it's pretty hard to defeat a D7. What I was trying there was something fairly new. I was trying like a continuous boom and zoom kind of a What I really should have done is do one zoom, and then instead of immediately diving on him as he's diving, just keep climbing and keep improving the energy advantage, and basically go away and get out of sight, and then when he thinks he's lost you, come back at him. You need the element of surprise, really. We have some shooting going on down there. I see a plane, and I see a flak of course. Plenty of shooting going on there. I have to decide which one to go for. I mean, I can see a plane down there. It's probably, and there's one at low level. Looks like it's parked. Again, really hard to see anything. Just a case of hurry up and wait. Do not want to take my eyes off this one or else I'll lose it. Hey, and there's obviously this fight going on down low as well. What should I do? Which one should I join? Perhaps both. The top one is further away, but I think I should take that one out first and then go downstairs. Dagnabbit, the fight is it's all just so far away. So far away. This one's descending. My plane wants to lurch to the left. I have a feeling the enemy's succeeded on the ground, maybe not. There's two planes there now, up in the top. I think they're both D7. This one definitely is a D7. At some point he's going to recognise that I'm... I think we had three or four enemy aircraft there versus one of mine, and then I got in there, so bit out. It always does this stupid thing where you want to start off again and it won't let you have the plane that you want to use, even though there's what, 10... There's 9 people on the server. That's not very many. They should just, with this low numbers, they should just let you have whatever plane you... Hey, it's a Camel. Alright, so we're chasing the stragglers of the D7s that are returning to their base. They're slightly faster than us, only slightly. Camel 180, I can't remember. Camel 186, D7 189 kilometers an hour. There's not much in it. Camel's pretty fast for what it is. But they've got the energy, they've got the altitude advantage, and obviously they've got the head start. They must be a bit lower on ammo, quite possibly. There's 2 of them, whereas before there was 4 or 5 of them. I haven't shot anything down, so the others could be around here somewhere. One is a lot lower than the other, so I'll take that one out. The other one will see the fight going on and it'll start diving on us. Where's my camel? Where's my camel? Where are you? I've lost the other camel. I don't know where it's got to. I have a feeling this is a D7 in distress. And I have a feeling it doesn't know I'm here. I've lost track of its buddy and I've lost track of my camel. Seems like I'm going much faster than him. He's losing altitude perhaps. I think he's damaged. First engine damage. Oh shit, I've over revved my engine in that dive. Damn it, my engine's gonna cut. Damn it. Damn it. Using his that's probably my last shot. Lift up that nose. There goes mate. Oh, my guns don't work with the engine stop. Oh well, I had the idea. Got some shots off at him with the pistol. That's what I forgot. I was thinking, what have I forgotten about the Camel? And it's that you can't have the engine on full power in even a mild descent. You need to reduce power for a descent. Ah. And according to that, I get 2 planes. That was from the previous D7 that I shot up. Alright, so that's good. May as well stick with the Camel A unless I can get... Camel is a much more competitive aircraft than the SE. I wanted to use the SE, but I don't have access to it readily unless I fly from miles away, so I'll stick with the Camel. I can tear things up with the Camel, I tell you what. Nothing is safe when I fly with the Camel. Full fuel 168 litres. I'll take 80 litres, 70. Let's go for this one. It's got a good recognition strip at the top there. And the burgundy, the Ron Burgundy colour scheme, as I'll call it now, henceforth. And what else? 500 metres, Aldous, enlarged window. Estimated speed loss, 2 k's an hour. Do I want that? Yeah, it's pretty useful. Yeah, it's pretty useful. I'll be slower though. Guns to 500. Alright, I just adjusted my perspective in the cockpit to try and improve it a bit. So yeah, just got to remember not to dive or descend with the engine at full power. That's about it. Lean the mixture out to 85 and you'll go as fast as you can. And don't get stuck in a spin. And with that rotary engine, I think turning to which side turns the best? The left, definitely the left, is it? One side turns better than the other. Well, yeah, you can really snap this thing into a spiral, into a spin. This turns all right. I can't tell which way is the worst. They both seem pretty good. I'll figure it out again. And the rudder's not too bad. Not as good as the rudder on the DR1, but still pretty good. Yeah, just got to remember that thing about not over revving the engine in a dive. I'm going to forget, trust me, I'm going to forget, but try not to. Alright, 4 versus 5. So the numbers are, I mean, there's some players on here, so that's good. Let's go roughly. See what I mean about the visibility? You got the wings everywhere. This one you're sitting quite under the wing, so I don't know. That's hence the window. You know, the designers thought enough of the need for visibility that they have a standard cutaway right here, and then they also have an extra window cut in the center of the top, which is going to reduce your lift and create drag, but they deemed it a useful idea, which it is. Is that a plane? Is that a plane? What is that? There. Can you overheat this plane? It doesn't even have it doesn't have a radiator or anything because it's air cooled. You just got to keep your mixture at about 85. Don't have the engine at full power in a descent, and that's about it. And don't get stuck into a spiral dive or an uncontrollable spin. You can recover from a spin, but it takes a few thousand feet. And I guess keep a lookout too. It's so easy to miss things with all this wing area. The small impeller, that thing over there. What is it? I think it's a speedometer or a generator. It's a generator or a speedometer. I'd say it's the speedo, so it'd give you a reading on the airspeed indicator. So I don't know, does this plane have a pitot tube? Yeah, it does. It's got a pitot tube. It's got a pitot tube right there. So maybe it's not for the airspeed. Maybe it's a generator. Could well be a generator. What else could it be? It looks a lot like a remote control. It looks like someone stuck a remote control plane engine on the strut there. I'm going to say it's a generator because I can see a pitot tube over there, so it's not for the airspeed or for the altimeter. Yeah, probably just, I don't know, powers. What would it power? Who knows? Who knows? Charges up your iPhone. This is definitely not a boom and zoom type plane. It's definitely a turn fighter. You can boom and zoom with it, it's fast enough. Is that a plane or a balloon? Looks like a balloon. And that's a balloon there that just disappeared out of the drawer. There it is there. And that's a cloud, flat cloud, closer to my lines, I'd say. Let's head towards it. There it is. Guns cocked. Check my 6 from time to time. What about fighting an albatross? Can I outturn an albatross? I think I can outturn anything, but what is that plane? Oh, it's a halberstadt. It's got a gun. I should encourage it to come lower. I got plenty of ammo. I'm a lot faster than it, so I'll be able to catch it even though it's higher. Damn that flap. Flak's shooting at him, but it's hitting me. How do you take these guys out? Just got to remember not to damage my engine in dives. That's about it. Once I start shooting, others will join. That's the main thing to worry about, I think. These guys, you don't want to underestimate them. Sometimes they carry cannon. Is it an AI aircraft that I'm chasing? Hey, look at that. That's a balloon. I don't think so. AI aircraft fly higher than this. That freaking flak. Let's see if I shoot at him and if he turns, he's not an AI. If he doesn't turn, he's an AI. Good guns on it. Just got to aim. Yes. No. Also, you can cut the power if you want to aim accurately. Those are going. That's going low. Still too far away. Someone else is joining. Or is he shooting? Yeah, someone else is joining. What do we got there? Camel? Did he just get jump bowling of his own? No. So that guy dived on him. He's coming in again. What's he in? Is it a spat? That's a spatter. Looks like he's not looking healthy. Yeah, he's not looking healthy at all. Good job, Spad. Spad's a lot faster than me. I honestly think what probably happened there, the most likely thing, is that Spad didn't know that Halberstadt was there, and then I started firing at it, and my tracer pointed to it, and then he would have seen the flak as well, like zooming in from afar and higher up, probably further west, and then dived in, and then shot down the Halberstadt. Six versus 3 now, so that's pretty crap. We got 3 on the enemy side, so teams have become lopsided on the opposite side. So I'm literally, in all this volume of air, I'm looking for 3 enemies. Pretty hard to do. They've got a dogfight air start up there somewhere, about there, and they've got a forward air base kind of thing at Cappy. That's probably the spec. Now I'm over the enemy lines, I'm the subject of flak. That is the spat. Still got that flak coming out. And the Spad is right there. Okay, that's better. There's 4 on the enemy side now. They're probably mostly going to be starting at the air start, which is like down there somewhere, and also at Cappy, but mostly at the air start unless they can't get the plane that they want. Dogfight air start well south of the river. Sorry, of the lake. That lake there, it's well. Their air start is well south of it. Down here somewhere. Trying to spot a plane materialising out of the air start though is pretty well impossible. It's so well camouflaged. Hey, what have we got there? What have we got there? Is that 2 Spads? Got to remember not to over rev my engine in a descent. Camel perhaps? Camel and Spad. Spad. Camel. And what's that? Another. So we've got a full-on flying circus going on here. So I reckon we have here four allied aircraft, 2 Spads, 2 Camels, including myself. Pretty good. There's a pretty decent spacing between us all. We're all within visual range, but all at the same altitude roughly, but spaced out pretty nicely. What's he doing? Why is he turning like that? Has he just noticed me or something? Hello, hello. Hello, Poppet. Yes, hello, don't shoot at me. What are you doing? Do you want to have a collision or something? That guy's going to cause problems. I was just saying we had a nice spacing, not anymore. Where is he? Spad and Camel getting real close. I don't like it. I don't like it. He's alright. Just those ones there. So there's the Spad. Where's that freaking Camel got to? The Camel's just completely disappeared. He's... So I have to contend with flak and all of this craziness. So I've got 2 planes here, obviously. And I have to remember not to bust my own engine. Camel, I think. Enemy balloon. Five versus 4. Just got to find those 4. And of us 5, 4 of us are here. What do we got there? 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 Is that ground fire? Is that ground fire? Someone's been... There's a balloon. A balloon's been shot. Someone shot the balloon. And there's a plane there. One of those guys that I was flying with, I think. It's get below the cloud base. Alright, there's that one. Notice how I pulled right back on the throttle as I descended. I've got to remember to keep doing that. Good luck spotting anything down there. That's the air start down there, but finding something's going to be tough. I think the air start's approximately where that balloon is. Don't know if you guys can see that at home with the YouTube compression and all, but there's a balloon far off in the distance there, just south of the lake. I'm pretty sure that's the Axis air start. And Cappy's down there. And there's 2 planes down there, 3 planes down there. Three planes. They're all mine, I think. The 2 Spads and the... There's still 4 enemies there somewhere. We got a triplane. Let's take on this triplane. An interesting test for the Camel is the triplane. And it's a freaking collision, but did he survive it? He survived it. Or did he? He's going down. He's spinning. Okay, he's bailed out, I think. Yep. And that was engine off, engine off. That was almost a collision. What was that? Was that an albatross? It was. Ah. Yeah, push, 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 push. Oh shit, it's a spin. Alright, I recovered nicely. Let's keep going. He's trying to boom and zoom me in a plane that doesn't have the speed that I have. It might work. Let's try this out. Auxiliary fuel pump, yeah, that sounds about right. I knew it would serve some kind of function like generating or pump. Yeah, collision. I'm pretty rusty on the Camel, I gotta say. I was not getting the full turn performance out of it, that's for sure. To be honest, I can't even remember which is the preferable way that the Camel turns. And that was an albatross. Did you see he really warped across the sky there at one point? I'm going to do one more flight, maybe 10 minutes, and then that's the end of the stream. 5 versus 3, that ain't good. Although that might be outdated. 2 planes according to that. That's pretty rare. Statistical! 3 deaths versus 4 kills. 4 kills is good, 3 deaths is crap. Kind of evens itself out. Alright, I don't want to fly the Dolphin because the forward vision is flickering. There's some kind of flicker to the graphic, it's not very good. Otherwise I'd fly it. So I'll take off from Valier in a... What about a SPAD? What about a SPAD? No, I'll keep going in the Camel. Pretty awesome weaponry on the Camel in comparison to the SE5a. SE5a has stoppages every 5 rounds or so, and it has 2 different types of guns that require 2 different types of operation. They run out of ammo at different times and stuff. One downside with this plane as well is if the engine stops, the propeller stops, the interrupter gear stops, and you can't fire the guns. You can pull the trigger, but the guns won't fire. I think this plane likes to turn to the left the best. Something like that. What about to the right? Let's try that again. Alright, turning to the right's much harder. What about with the power off though? Yeah, even with the power off it doesn't really like. It's because you've got the engine spinning at idle and it doesn't like... Okay, so turning to the left is the way to go. I already knew that, but I'm so rusty on this plane. I haven't flown it in a long time, but I'd forgotten it. So turning to the left. What's that? Did you see that? Is that it? Maybe just a shadow. And I'm going to just try and maneuver here. This is what I want to do in combat. Yeah, that's what I would have done against that albatross. And against that, there's not much he can do. Five versus two. So I'm at Lavalier. I'm going to just keep flying across the front, roughly in the direction of Cap. No milk. A tragedy. Did I lean out the MiG? Yes, I did. So yeah, turning to the left is the way to go. Probability-wise, I'm most likely to run into one of my own guys, first of all, since there's more of a... But I'm heading straight to the enemy's territory. I swear there's something down there, but I don't know what. It's too vague. Uh-oh. 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 No, you didn't. No, you didn't. What do you got? They're probably my guys, right? What up? Camel and camel. Alright. Let me turn to the right, even though I don't like it. Three camels. Radical. Cowabunga, dude. Don't crash into each other yet. We're almost a troop. We're a troop. We're a posse. I give it about... It depends how good they are. Yeah. Still doesn't change the fact that we got hardly any enemies around. The thing about a formation basically is that it needs a leader, and whoever else is in it needs to follow the leader. So that's why impromptu formations don't particularly work, because you got that is to say, if they're not on comms, because you got, or even if they are, because you've got all different guys doing all different things, but also at some point wanting to be in a formation. So that gets problematic, especially when everyone's focus turns on enemy aircraft that are maybe a kilometre away trying to spot, and the formation goes to shit, and then it stops working. That's different if you've just got one aircraft that's flying wherever it wants to fly, and the others are slaving their action to it, and they're focusing on it, and it's leading the way into the combat. And at some point it says, all right, fellows, break formation, tally-ho! And by that time, the combat is self-evident, they're right in it. So we got the balloon. I think those guys are taking pot shots at the balloon. Firing some flare. This stream ought to end in about 10 minutes, FYI. Firing some flare. Those white flares are quite hard to see. Pew, pew. There's the balloon. Firing some flares. I think that balloon is not going to last very long. It's got 3 camels ranged against it. They're trying to attract the attention of the enemy, which is good. The flak will start coming up in it. Can I climb to this balloon? Will the balloon descend? There, look at those rounds. I don't think I can keep the nose up there unless I build up some speed. Even then. Whoa, well, hey. Ha 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 ha. It's quite dramatic. Versus 2. Where is those 2? Cock the gun. Is that gunfire? What the heck? What's this? That's flag. What's that camel up to? Is he firing? Did he get shot? Something happened. I think he fired. What did he fire at? I swear I got shot at. And now that camel's firing. I can see the camel. What? Yeah, there's something going. He's shooting at something. What's he doing? He's going straight down. I don't get it. I don't get it. It's almost like he's fighting a ghost. What are you up to, camel? It is a pretty ambitious thing that I'm doing here, being on the server when there's practically no action. But I just wanted to do some flying circus, simple as that. So here we are. It's a different story when there's 20 plus players on, then it's kind of potentially extremely viable. It's still good fun though, cruising around in World War I biplane. So turning to the left like this is with ease. These are real Derek Zoolander aircraft, the DR1 and the Camel. They only turn in one direction. So this guy, he can't turn right. I think it's the same with the... Which way does the DR1 turn best? Is it to the right? Or are they the same? I can't remember. Let's go to Cappy. Well, hope you guys are all enjoying your weekend. Three versus two. Reduce my throttle a bit, give myself a bit of a margin of safety with the engine. Guys, we'll probably give it another 5 minutes and then we'll end the stream, FYI. Well, I don't think there's any enemies down here. Ain't nothing going on there. Yeah, the camel turns so nicely once you get the hang of it. I really wanted to fly on tactical air war, but there was not much going on there player numbers wise, so I didn't do that. I really probably should have gone and played Bodenplatte, because on Combat Box there was something like, I don't know, 78 out of 85 players or something. Like, it was a huge amount of players on there. So many that I don't think I'd be able to connect. But yeah, the numbers were... But instead I chose to come here. How many players were there when I started? There was 5 or 6, I think. And then when I actually saw what the numbers were, there was 5 on one side and 0 on the other side. And so I of course took this side, and so it was initially it was 1 versus 5, which suits me just fine actually. Three versus 2. It's definitely high time that I should end the stream, so that's what I'm going to try and make myself do just now. Probably the best kill I got was on that, I think it was a Fowles D3 that was returning east across the lines, but I broke my damn engine before I could fully... There's a plane. And I don't think he had any ammo left because he was shooting at me with his cap gun, so to speak. Shooting at me with his pistol. That's one of my guys up, I would say. Still 3 versus 2. The numbers situation hasn't improved. Guys, I've turned the volume down as well of the engine of the game, so that hopefully the wind rush is not quite as loud as it was previously. That flak is savage. So literally I can see both of my players. If it's 3 versus 2, I've got one there, and the other one I can't see him, but I can see where he's getting shot at over there. Oh no, it's the flak is shooting at that one. But I obviously can't see the end. I really should turn around and just go back west and land. Flak, 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 flak. Shooting, shooting. And there. Launching off south. Oh, now they're shooting it. I was going to attack him, but I think I'd never get close enough at this altitude to not get shot at. Three versus 1, it's not viable at all. I'm going to return to base. Looks like we have 16 people watching at the moment. It's an irony that on one of my least viable streams I get quite, as far as things go, decent numbers viewing. And I think, honestly, mostly that's the YouTube algorithm in its infinite mysteriousness. So he's kicking up a big storm over there, but so far no enemies have shown up. Then again, there's only one enemy on the entire... Ah well, them's the break. Why is there flak here in the centre of the front? Quite possibly it's the enemy shooting at me. Quite possibly there's an enemy aircraft getting shot at by my flak. Might just do a quick circle around. With that window there, you've got a pretty decent ability to see what you're looking at as you turn. That's a pretty good picture right there. If I zoom in, how does it go? There. There. Alright, there's nothing much going on, so let's continue west. Alright, now to find a place to land, I must be about here. So La Valliere is the one. It's got that triangle-shaped town there to look for, just south of the bend. Where is the bend? I'm on the bend, so I'll just keep going where I'm going. I'll go 240. Oh, I can see the town. Excellent. And then just west of the town, the airfield should be there. There's the airfield. So if you've just joined us, we're about to land and that'll be the end of the stream. It's basically been a fairly mundane stream. There was a bit of action here and there. It's kind of my own doing in a sense, because I did join with 5 on the other side and 0 on my side, so then it became 1 versus 5, which I'm okay with because I've got good odds to get some combat actually. But then now look at 3 on my side, 1 on the other side. That's not viable, because trying to find the other guy is like finding a needle in a haystack. If there's just one of me versus a lot of others, I can easily make myself found. I can usually find them. But if it's a lot of us versus one of them, unless he knows how to be found, sort of thing, or if he knows how to find us, then it's not going to happen. You just won't find any combat. So there's the airfield there. And in accordance with Murphy's Law, as soon as I've landed, there will be 20 enemies available. Someone just connected. But not flying yet. Also, I'm stuck flying the Camel because suddenly the SE was not available from the Air Start or from Lavalier. Significance of that is that although the Camel's a better fighter aircraft, the SE is, in my opinion, the SE is much faster. So if you want to get around the map, if you want to track down enemies and hunt them down, the SE is the way to go because it's the fastest plane. Someone's destroyed a Bard. Let's descend. This is an experiment. I'm going to descend under a bit of... Descending with 50% power. Let's see how that goes. I should look at the literature about the RPM for this one. I think it's, what is it, don't get above 1400 or something. I can't actually remember. Let's try that. That's 1500. And there we have it, a landing in a Camel. Well guys, that's the end of the stream. Thanks very much for participating in the chat and everybody that watched at home. Usual stuff is like, share and subscribe. Really helps if you smash that thumbs up button. And if you haven't already, consider subscribing. There's also a bell that you can smash that notifies you when I go live. I don't have a set schedule, so more or less, if you want to be notified when I go live, maybe that'll help. I'll be back roughly the same time tomorrow. Thanks everyone. Bye for now.